Welcome to the Lakers Highlights Today channel. Before we get to the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Lakers news. What's up, Lakers fans? Today's topic is on fire. A three-team trade involving the Lakers, Warriors, and Nets that could reshape the future of the Los Angeles franchise. We're talking about a strategic move involving 6 players that shakes up the NBA board, including names like Jonathan Kuminga and Nick Claxton. A true chess match between 3 teams, each at pivotal moments in their journey. At the center of this move, the Lakers position themselves to take a bold step toward the future. The goal? Strengthen the roster around LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The championship window is narrowing fast, and the time to act is now. Meanwhile, the Warriors, also feeling the pressure of time, are looking to refresh their roster without losing competitiveness. On the other side, the Brooklyn Nets embrace the path of rebuilding and prepare to restart with new names and future assets. The proposal puts Nick Claxton and Jonathan Kuminga in purple and gold. Golden State receives Dorian Finney-Smith, Dalton Connect, and a 2025 second-round pick. Brooklyn, in turn, gets Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and a 2031 first-round pick, a valuable asset that could pay off big in the years to come. For the Lakers, Claxton's arrival marks a major defensive upgrade. With averages of 10.3 points and 7.4 rebounds per game last season, the center brings exactly what Los Angeles needed in the paint: rim protection, agility, and a strong physical presence. His 4-year, $100 million contract offers both financial stability and long-term impact. Jonathan Kuminga, on the other hand, brings explosive athleticism and versatility. He averaged 15.3 points per game last season on 45.4% shooting. Still developing, Kuminga has a high ceiling and arrives with a manageable salary and a perfect profile to grow alongside the Lakers' next generation. This duo gives the team a new identity. Los Angeles now features 5 starters who can impact both ends of the court, ready to support the stars while maintaining the financial flexibility needed for future moves. It's a modern roster construction, built for today and tomorrow. Golden State bets on Finney-Smith's defensive experience and Connect's offensive upside while adding a future pick. Brooklyn, meanwhile, strengthens its foundation with 2 tested young players and a draft pick that could become gold in a few years. The Golden State Warriors reposition themselves wisely by adding 2 complementary profiles to their rotation. Dorian Finney-Smith arrives as a solid addition, offering versatile perimeter defense and reliable spacing, ideal for a system built around Stephen Curry. His ability to guard multiple positions and punish from 3-point range immediately upgrades the Warriors' defensive core and relieves pressure on the team's guards. Dalton Connect, just starting his NBA journey, is already showing promise. His potential as a scoring option off the bench fits perfectly into a rotation that needs offensive spark without breaking its salary structure. The added 2025 draft pick further strengthens the Warriors' long-term renewal plan. The franchise now holds a healthy balance between veteran experience and internal development, adjusting to compete today without sacrificing tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets follow a clear rebuilding path with assets that not only fill immediate gaps, but also project growth. Rui Hachimura brings a technical profile that fits well with the team's new identity: offensive spacing, consistent shooting, and the ability to play multiple positions. With solid numbers and a midterm contract, he becomes an important piece in the new tactical scheme. Jared Vanderbilt brings a different, but equally valuable, package. His energy, defense, and physical commitment are ideal components to strengthen a young rotation. With a contract that fits the team's financial plan, he becomes a dependable piece on both defense and in transition. And at the heart of it all is the Lakers' 2031 first-round pick, a long-term asset with massive potential. In a rebuilding scenario, it's the kind of resource that can be decisive in attracting new talent, building market value, or being used as strategic trade capital in future negotiations. This trade, for each side, follows its own logic. The Warriors reorganize around veterans who offer immediate impact and young players with room to grow. Brooklyn bets on the future with pieces that can develop in a valuable draft asset. And the Lakers, in turn, secure a younger, more physical core ready to sustain their competitive run over the next few years. The machine turns, and each team takes an important step in its respective building cycle. A well-executed move like this reveals more than just a trade. It shows vision, planning, and a deep understanding of where each franchise stands in its timeline. By adding young players with immediate impact potential, the Lakers managed to reshape their identity without sacrificing competitiveness. Claxton, with his physical presence, instantly shifts the team's defensive tone. Kuminga, on the other hand, injects explosiveness and versatility into a team that needs renewal around LeBron and Luka. It's a blend of present and future that balances the roster and prepares the franchise for the upcoming transitions without relying solely on veteran stars. Golden State, meanwhile, preserves its competitive DNA but adds a touch of youth. The arrival of Finney-Smith strengthens the defense, something the team had been lacking since its performance drop in the last playoffs. Connect represents the new wave, a high-ceiling prospect who can grow within an already established system. The draft pick, though late, fits as another long-term adjustment, the franchise slowly shaping its future with patience and purpose. As for Brooklyn, the strategy is clear. This is a full repositioning with a focus on assets that can deliver both on the court and in terms of market value. Vanderbilt is young, versatile, and adaptable to multiple lineups. Rue, with his experience and offensive skills, becomes a solid asset and potentially valuable in future deals. The 2031 first-round pick is the icing on the cake, a wild card that can be kept or moved depending on the direction the project takes. Together, this agreement creates a chain of technical and financial advantages that repositions each team within its respective journey. It's the league evolving in real time, and every move matters. For Nick Claxton and Jonathan Kuminga, arriving in Los Angeles represents a turning point in their careers. This isn't just about putting on a new jersey or joining a new system. It's about stepping into a legendary organization built on championships, icons, and immortalized moments. It's the chance to play under the brightest lights in the NBA, for a franchise where every game carries the weight of national expectations, where the fanbase doesn't celebrate single wins, they celebrate titles, trophies, and legends. For Claxton, this change of scenery comes at the perfect time. After years of growth in Brooklyn, establishing himself as one of the most versatile defenders in the league, he now steps into a new spotlight. In Los Angeles, Claxton isn't just another piece. He becomes the new defensive anchor of a team with immediate title aspirations. With his ability to protect the rim, switch seamlessly on defense, and act as the final line of resistance against drives, he fits exactly what this Lakers roster needs. Playing alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic offers a rare opportunity. Claxton will be able to sharpen his off-ball movement, improve his timing as a shot blocker, and even expand his vision as a passer within a more collective system. And more than that, the visibility that comes with being a Laker turns every performance into a global showcase. He moves from being an efficient player in Brooklyn to becoming a focal point on national broadcasts and in high-stakes playoff games. The pressure grows, but so does the reward. Now, he has a real chance not only to be recognized as one of the league's premier defenders, but also to become part of the legacy of one of the most storied franchises in sports. Jonathan Kuminga arrives in Los Angeles with something to prove. In Golden State, he displayed flashes of athletic brilliance, offensive versatility, and a natural instinct to impact games. But limited by a rotation geared toward veterans, he never had the space his talent deserved. That changes with the Lakers. Kuminga enters a setting where his energy will be appreciated, where his ability to attack the rim, guard multiple positions, and explode in transition fits perfectly with the team's need for youth and intensity. The Lakers' rotation creates room for him to earn meaningful minutes, especially throughout the regular season, and potentially take on a bigger role in the playoffs. He'll also have the opportunity to learn daily from two of the greatest offensive minds in the game, LeBron, with his unmatched basketball IQ, and Luka, with his creativity and refined offensive vision. This accelerates Kuminga's development and helps him mature not just as a player, but as a strategic component in a team built to win. Playing for the Lakers means experiencing the NBA in its most intense form. It means being recognized by fans across the globe, being held to the highest standards every single day, and stepping onto the same court as Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. For Claxton and Kuminga, this isn't just a new chapter. It's a new level. It's the beginning of a cycle where their talents will be tested and refined to the fullest. In Los Angeles, every game matters. Every season is a race for another banner in the rafters. And now, Claxton and Kuminga are part of that legacy. They're not just joining a new team, they're stepping into a new era. For the Los Angeles Lakers, making strategic moves at this point in the franchise's timeline is not just important, it's absolutely essential. The organization is at a critical juncture, where each decision could be the difference between contending for another championship or watching the window of opportunity close right before their eyes. With LeBron James still performing at a high level, but nearing the end of his career and Luka Doncic entering his prime, there's little room for error. That's why every move in the market must be calculated, intentional, and focused on balancing the present with the future. Throughout their history, the Lakers have always stood out for acting with vision. This was true in the eras of Magic, Shaq, Kobe, and LeBron. Talent alone isn't enough. It's about knowing when and how to use it. A team with superstars cannot afford to carry players who don't contribute, burdensome contracts, or glaring gaps in key positions. Every player on the roster must have a role, a fit, and a purpose within a greater plan. In this context, making smart trades like the proposed deal involving Claxton and Kuminga is a clear sign that the front office is alert. Claxton brings rim protection and defensive consistency. Kuminga adds youth, athleticism, and untapped potential. These two names don't just fill needs. They respect the team's financial blueprint and preserve flexibility for future moves. It's this kind of approach that prevents the franchise from being weighed down by bad contracts or unbalanced rosters. Moreover, the competitiveness of the Western Conference leaves no room for missteps. Teams like Denver, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and even Phoenix are stacked with talent and depth. If the Lakers want to compete on equal footing, they need a roster that's solid across all positions, with tactical versatility and physical intensity. That requires decisions based on analysis, market awareness, and most importantly, identity. Making smart moves also sends a message to the league and to the players themselves. The franchise has ambition, is committed to winning, and refuses to be left behind. This kind of posture attracts talent, motivates those already on the roster, and keeps the Lakers' name exactly where it belongs, among the favorites. Therefore, more than just chasing big names or short-term fixes, what the Lakers need is to stay strategic. Evaluate every opportunity carefully, invest in players who provide real value, and build a roster that doesn't rely solely on superstars but functions as a cohesive, resilient system with a hunger to win. Because, in the end, that's how championships are won. And that's what has always made the Los Angeles Lakers one of the most powerful franchises in NBA history. The proposed three-team trade involving the Lakers, Warriors, and Nets is a prime example of well-executed market engineering, where each franchise acts in line with its own objectives and competitive timelines. For the Lakers, it's a highly positive move. By acquiring Nick Claxton and Jonathan Kuminga, the team adds two players who can make an immediate impact while offering long-term upside, without sacrificing elite young talent from the current roster or jeopardizing future financial flexibility. At its core, this trade is a well-positioned chess move for all parties. Each team walks away with assets that enhance their current path and long-term goals. But among them, the Lakers appear to come out with the most technical and symbolic gain. They remain competitive around their two stars while simultaneously building a young, functional core for the years ahead. It's the kind of move that not only strengthens the present, it signals a new phase, one where the Los Angeles Lakers stop simply reacting to the market and begin dictating the pace. If the goal is to win now without compromising tomorrow, this trade is a confident step in that direction. A bold, accurate move, worthy of a franchise that has always played to be a champion. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you believe Claxton and Kuminga can shape the future of the Lakers? Share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Lakers Nation.